This is Chloe Langston, who is in the first grade at Watts Montessori Elementary School. Walking through the door bright and early every morning, she is preceded by a bubbly and lively energy that soon spreads across the classroom, so infectious that one of her teachers, Mr. Sanderson, can't help but to play with her. Her other teacher, Mrs. Watson, implements a daily morning circle session, which allows students to express how they currently feel and prepare for the day ahead. One of Chloe's most recognizable features is her infectious laugh. She can never help but share a chuckle with her friends. Mrs. Langston cherishes her daughter's unique personality, describing her as special, among other things.
I think she's spicy and feisty. And I only have one older brother, but I hear that she's very typical of a middle child. She makes herself known. She is confident and she's a risk taker. Yeah, she's a lot of fun.
One of the great things about Watts Montessori is that the curriculum allows Chloe to test her independence and work freely on her assignments. This has pushed her to develop critical thinking and problem-solving skills at an accelerated level. Mrs. Langston was a strong advocate for the Montessori system and feels that this was the perfect fit for Chloe and her siblings. She wished for her children to go to a school where they could receive specialized and individualized attention.
In Montessori, they keep the same teacher for several years. And I think that that's the best way to do it. When I was a teacher, I kept my children for 2 years. It's called looping in public school, but in Montessori, they have combined age groups. So I think that there were a lot of pluses to the Montessori education.
Chloe herself loves going to Watts as well.
I like being at Watts because we do fun stuff, like playing outside and eating lunch and going home.
Chloe's two older siblings both attend Watts as well. Her sister Cameron is in the 5th grade at Watts. She is often characterized by her hardworking nature. She will be making a big transition as this is her last year with her siblings at Watts. However, their brother Caleb is in the 3rd grade at Watts Montessori. In what seems to be a Langston family trait, Caleb also works very diligently through his tasks throughout the day, which leaves him lots of time to catch up with his friends. While Caleb's social side may not be his teacher's favorite aspect about him, he is still commended for his hard work. The Langstons cherish moments where they can strengthen their family bond. One of these outings is Caleb's weekly flag football games. The family typically arrives bright and early to watch these games. The Langstons are known for being a very sociable family, stopping to talk to others in the community who come to these weekly games. Chloe's 2 younger siblings, Carden and Courtney, also make their appearances at these weekly games. Before the game begins, Caleb pays close attention, listening intently to the direction of his coach. Once it starts, he pushes to help his team win. And while he's hard at work, Chloe and her sister watch the action from the sidelines. And when Chloe is not watching, you can find her and her sisters playing with other young children. Others gravitate towards the girls as they are very sociable and love interacting with other people. Aside from interacting with others, Chloe loves to explore her surroundings. Whether she's playing in idle soccer nets or branching off onto trails and other paths, her little sisters are rarely far behind. And when the game ends and the teams and families leave the field, Cameron waits for her brother and ensures that he does not travel alone. This small gesture emphasizes a much bigger trait of the Langston family, the resistant bond that is shared between the siblings. The Langstons' nightly family dinners act as a time for everyone to share some laughs and wind down from a long day at school, work, or an exciting weekend outing. Mr. and Mrs. Langston typically prepare the food while they share stories of events that happen throughout the day and coordinate for the days ahead. Also in the kitchen, Cameron offers a helping hand, preparing dessert alongside her parents. The living room is filled with lots of family photos and mementos from over the years. As seen throughout their daily interactions, unity is something that is present within the Langston household. Prior to getting married, Mr. and Mrs. Langston envisioned upon and agreed to have a big family full of support and love. And 5 wonderful, remarkable children later, they have done just that. While waiting for dinner to be served, Cameron helps her younger sister drink while the others talk. And when the food is ready, they pray over their meals and eat together as a family. After dinner has been eaten, it is time to prepare for bed, but Chloe insists that they put on a show for their mom to the tune of one of her current favorite songs. Chloe impacts the lives of everyone she meets through her joyful and inquisitive nature. She is surrounded by lots of love and support from her parents and faculty at Watts, but her biggest supporters are her 4 siblings, who share a strong and everlasting bond with her and each other.